Hello, my name's Rob, and this is ROB Magic Magazine. I'm going to talk about something very important, and that is denial. Now, people think, denial is not really a big force in the world, and denial is caused a lot of the time now, not just by something being too terrible, but by the restriction of the mainstream media. It basically pushes out things that they call anything classed as unusual, and replaces it with a bland view of reality. And what that really does is it restricts what people think the world's like. We have to remember, most people spend most of their life at work, or a lot of their life at work, and then they come back. And when they come back, they come home. And then basically their view of the world then is mostly through the media, through the mainstream media. And on the weekend, they probably walk around or take the kids somewhere, and then they maybe go to the pub, and that's it. There's not a lot there. They don't really see a lot of the world. All they really get, the main source of information about the world, is the mainstream media. Now, this means that it's very easy for people to go into denial, to go into a state where they simply deny something obvious has happened. Now, the reason this is so important, I'm going to explain something today. This is actually today, what happened today. I was walking around Durham City is where I was today, and I was walking down the bridge. It was actually it's like two bridges really, but it was the bridge where you're walking around, the direction of the bus station. I don't mean anything to anybody, but there was actually a woman who was holding a baby, dangling a baby off the edge of a bridge. It was just a very small baby really. It was like maybe a toddler baby, and she had it sat on the side of the bridge, and its feet were dangling down, and she had her body right up to the bridge, so close that if anyone had knocked her, the baby would have fell down. Now, everyone there, I realised straight away, everyone else had went into denial. No one else had realised that this woman could quite possibly be thinking of killing her baby. The reality of the situation is, if you're dangling a baby off the end of a bridge, you're either, basically so stoned you don't know it's a bad idea, or basically you're thinking of killing your own baby, or assuming it's her baby. And that's basically what you're talking about. But everyone else would, no, this couldn't possibly be the case. No, she couldn't possibly be doing that, because they had got a reduced version of reality, where all of the stuff had been removed. All the truly shocking stuff. Oh yeah, you've still got swearing in the mainstream media and this and that, but you've got a very restricted view of reality. And so people went straight into denial. No, this woman can't be dangling this baby over there. She can't be, thinking of killing her baby. And I get a toddler. But if that was the case, why was it that when I mentioned, I walked away and realised I couldn't really talk to her about it, it wasn't a good idea, I couldn't grab it. Basically speaking that, that I should contact the police, that she went straight away. I mean, I haven't contacted the police so far. There doesn't seem to be any emails or things you can contact them with, although I do feel they've probably seen the woman there before. But the thing is, everyone went into denial, and maybe they were going to denial as well. I mean, obviously, if you're around there, it's probably a good idea to look out for that woman. If you do see her, you can maybe contact them, because she seemed to like an audience, because there was quite a few people there. But the thing was, everybody went into denial. Not one person except me realised that that was not normal, because they went straight into denial. And it's basically because of the mainstream media. They've restricted people's view of reality down to such an extent that people cannot accept anything out of the narrowest frame of reference. So the idea that a world could exist where somebody could kill their own baby just didn't exist. If it didn't happen and had to happen, had to happen somewhere else, some far off place. It couldn't happen where they were. And that illustrates perfectly the danger of the mainstream media. They have restricted people's view of reality to such an extent that a baby could get killed. God knows what else could happen and has happened. And that is part of the value of things like occultism. Even if you don't like occultism, you know, real magic. It's good to share videos and things about it with people who look at it, because it at least gives you a wider view of reality. It means you're less likely to go into denial or not do anything, you know. I mean, I suppose I'll have to contact them at some point. I'm waiting for something online or find an email or something, but, you know. But will they do anything? I didn't see the woman's face. She was just a woman with long, light-coloured hair, you know. Could be anybody. That's the reality, you know. But, you know, that's the thing, isn't it? Nobody even had any idea. And the thing is, I don't think anyone would even accept the idea of that. A lot of people here will think, well, you know, would think, well, yes, I can see that would happen. But would you accept it if it was on a bridge you were on? You know, would you then say, well, you know, this is normal? And so this is the thing. We have to fight back. Because we're not just fighting against, you know, the evil soul forces of blandness, which they are, making the world more bland. But I want you to understand this is a serious thing. They're restricting reality, and people can't function anymore. People can't do, you know, anything but the simplest of things that are outside of that narrow slot. Well, that's something for us all to think about. This has been S. Rob's Magic Magazine.